I am pleased to welcome you to the University of Wisconsin-Madison's Winter Commencement. We're looking forward to honoring the achievements and contributions of those of you who are receiving degrees today. I want to extend a special welcome to the families and friends of our graduates, to the faculty, the staff, and our distinguished guests. And above all, I want to welcome and congratulate the graduates being honored here today. And I ask everyone to join me in a round of applause to celebrate their achievement. You didn't make it to this stage alone, of course. We should take a moment to give thanks and a round of applause also to your parents, families, friends who offered advice and support. Now, you might think that I'm going to spend my time at the podium today talking about how I hope, and you hope, you will change the world, but I won't. You do not need to hear that from me because in so many ways you're a generation who already are doing that. You and your generation are known for your innovative spirit and necessarily approaching the world in novel ways. You're highly collaborative, you are team-oriented, and you are quick to adopt new technology, and perhaps most importantly, you're engaged in confronting a very ambiguous future. What I will say about your futures is that all of us in this room are looking forward to seeing what you choose to do with your creativity and enthusiasm. Much has changed since you first unpacked your bags on campus, both here at the university and in the world. The nation has been challenged by the effects of a recession that began, for those of you who are undergraduates, in your first year on campus. But the revolution in communications, the growth and spread of globalization, continues unabated. Smartphones, iPads, Kindles, Nooks are critical to you and your personal lives, and perhaps also your academic lives. And for many of you, your personal lives would be incomplete without Facebook and Twitter, which has truly exploded during your time here. It has been that spirit of change that we have decided to spend this year celebrating innovation in all of the many forms in which we see it on our campus. I've personally taken ownership of an effort we call educational innovation, which is prompting many across our campus to think differently about how we teach, how we use technology to improve and expand the reach of higher education, and how we use our valuable resources more effectively. In many ways, each of the more than 160 years that have passed since the university was founded, they have also been years of innovation, but often at a different pace. The quest for innovation in knowledge is truly one of our defining historical attributes. The discovery of new knowledge itself sustains the Wisconsin idea, our venerable commitment to connect with each other and with the world at large. And even the creation of the university itself was an innovation enhanced by legislation supported very bravely by President Abraham Lincoln in the middle of the Civil War. He saw a role for public higher education in America to teach both traditional, scientific, and classical studies, along with applied and professional programs, and at the same time to increase access to higher education. The federal funding of this innovative curricular combination, known as the Land-Grant Act, gave to the states the chance to create bigger and bolder universities. We are truly part of that long tradition. Here in the 21st century, we could benefit from a modern-day version of the Land-Grant Act to support equally innovative changes, now both possible and necessary to advance higher education. Innovation is a bottoms-up process, and we at UW-Madison have no shortage of examples in the bowels of the institution. I know that many of you have been innovators in some way during your time here. A group of our engineering students worked to create a device that would allow a paraplegic surgeon a way to stand and do his work, and that surgeon recently came to campus to test it out. Students in our School of Journalism and Mass Communication are forging relationships with people on the south side of Madison through a class exploring how technology can facilitate social communication. They are building connections between our campus and the city around us by exploring the local community of food providers and distributors. Engineering students travel to Rwanda, Haiti, El Salvador, and Kenya, and work here at home in Wisconsin, collaborating with residents on projects such as bridges and water structures that will ensure their long-term effectiveness. The entrepreneurial spirit of our business students has led to the development of new technology and ways of doing business. Our food science students are leading the country in creating the healthy snack foods for kids. This past spring, our design students showcased their work in a first-ever UW-Madison Fashion Week. And working collaboratively, many of you contributed to our efforts to improve sustainability and foster global health. Now, while UW-Madison evolves each year, in other ways it stays the same. No matter when you came here, you will experience the same sifting and winnowing of ideas, the same fun times at the Memorial Union and at Camp Randall, and the same walks along the Lakeshore Pass. I am fortunate to have spent 4 decades on this campus and to have had this remarkable opportunity to return to spend 2 more years here, and it's been a very special privilege. This is a Chancellor Encore, not a Chancellor Interim, a Chancellor Encore. I can tell you that when you leave, like I did 12 years ago, you will miss the rhythms of life on campus. There will always be a tremendous sense of place and identity that defines UW-Madison. That special sense of being part of an experience and a place will continue to engage you and future generations of Badgers. For those of you continuing here in teaching, research, and engagement, the challenge will be to take innovations we have made here that have transformed other segments of our society and to adopt them more completely and more rapidly to change higher education itself. I'll leave you with one final thought about innovation. Some of you may have engaged with the Year of Innovation by reading our Go Big Read book, Radioactive, the story of Nobel Prize winner Marie Curie and her discoveries in radiology. For some years, we have proposed that we all, and especially all first-year students, read the same influential book. And I hope you join in this campus commitment to a shared reading. At one point early in the book, Marie Curie traveled from her home in Poland to Paris to study at the Sorbonne. It was a time when she needed change in her life. And as she left Warsaw, she wrote, "My head is so full of plans that it seems aflame. May your heads be so full of plans today that you too have a similar fire to succeed, create, and contribute." Congratulations to all of you, and on Wisconsin.